Computer boot sequence initiated. Accessing library computer data. NCC 10535. Starship Tempest.
Space. The final frontier. These are the missions of the Starship Tempest. Set between Captains Kirk and Picard, 5 friends stumble their way through their first role-playing game as the crew of this Federation starship, exploring strange new worlds, keeping peace in the galaxy, defending their keyboards from kids and cats, and going clumsily, if not boldly, where no one has gone before. Captain's Log Supplemental. While conducting emergency repairs to the Ellesmere, we've discovered the source of the navigational error that caused her to enter the neutral zone. Something, or someone, altered the helm safety systems designed to prevent just such an outcome. It looks increasingly likely that this may have been an inside job.
Alright, so that was 15 minutes for them to investigate the computer system.
Yep.
Should we do the 15 minutes for the hull breaches?
Yeah, so you've already done
catch up.
150 minutes worth of work on the hull breach, so you sort of started to work, but you still have a little bit more to do. And I will also tell you at this point, in the 15 minutes that has elapsed, what's his name? Ensign Telek, has gone to sickbay, at least according to your communicator tracking, and he is now in sickbay.
Can we ask Nurse Cat if he's actually there?
If you want.
Hold into Nurse Cat.
Yes?
That's awesome.
I'm showing that Ensign, whatever his name was.
Telek?
What's his
Telek.
name? Yeah, that guy. Thanks everybody on the comms. That he's arrived in sickbay. I'm just verifying with you that he's arrived there.
Yep.
So, she doesn't know what Ensign Telek looks like, and there's a lot of people in sickbay at the moment. So, you can say a male Vulcan that isn't the doctor, but otherwise she's not going to know.
Okay.
Male Vulcan who isn't the doctor is here.
Ensign Cat is drowning. Oh my god.
The cat is drowning.
No wonder she hates water.
So we'll say this. There is a male Vulcan in the sickbay that is from the operations division. Nurse Cat doesn't know whether that's the one you mean or not.
I'm on my way.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. I mean, it's enough.
there could be an amazing act of investigative prowess where she just says, "Is one of you Ensign so and so?"
Yeah. How about
Brian? If you make us roll to do that, I will punch you in the face.
I will make you roll to do that. Is that what she does?
Yes.
Okay. She asks around, is anybody here, Ensign Telek? And nobody answers.
Well.
J'accuse!
Nobody answers?
Is anybody here not Ensign Telek?
And everybody raises their hand.
But one person.
Who is unconscious on the biobed.
Alright, so that acts as confirmation that he is not in sickbay.
Alright, so I'm gonna go look for him.
Yeah, hold into Goodspeed.
Go.
It appears that the ensign that you sent to sickbay never ended up going to sickbay.
Well. Well. Good speed out.
Okay.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Maybe we should cut over to the Ellesmere and see what Teal's doing.
I'm in the corridor searching for him.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
I'm working on trying to patch up some hull breaches.
Okay.
And I'm working on my backhand.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm down 2 bars of gold pressed latinum to the captain in a game of bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dr. Teal. Then let's try to use your telepathic abilities to try to find him.
Reach out.
Hold on. Like legitimately, we asked this 2 episodes ago,
Yeah.
I think. And we said, can she find this person based on her telepathic
Well, it
abilities?
didn't
And
work
you said,
then.
No, she can't.
She's grown as a character.
So yes.
Yeah.
So the difference is that she could already tell that somebody was nearby, but she couldn't narrow it down to which specific room. Here she's
Correct.
trying to see if he is nearby. That doesn't mean that if she succeeds, she's going
Right.
to know exactly where he is. It's going to say that, oh, he's generally in this vicinity, he's nearby somewhere, or not.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So basically, I'm gonna ask you to roll to either succeed or fail at the thing you did in that last mission.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
And so, real quick, just out of
Yeah.
game mechanically, we're looking for that. My guess is like Maddox would probably be working with the acting captain if we find out, like if we're assuming that he's a spy now, because like the ship, his crew
Yeah.
can look for him,
Well,
right? So like I'm just trying to figure out like
you gotta talk to. You gotta do that.
I
if you
probably
want to.
shouldn't go looking
Yeah.
for him by myself, so maybe I should ask for their chief of security or somebody.
I mean, in Star Trek you would.
Yeah, I guess. Just trying to be smart.
It's up to you guys. You tell me what you want to do next.
I mean, my instinct was to go find the guy.
Yeah, I think she needs to go find the guy. She's got her wits about her. She'll find him.
But if he's a killer,
Have a phaser drawn there, lady.
yeah, I'm gonna have my phaser drawn to go look for him.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's first do that kind of telepathy roll.
Okay.
So do a insight plus security.
Okay.
Difficulty 3.
Ouch. Okay, I got 2 successes, a fail, and a critical fail.
Okay. So you can sense the presence of some mines nearby, but you can't narrow it down. There's too much stress from the damage. That
I see.
the actual Ellesmere crew members are in such a state of kind of stress and de-stress and injury and all that sort of thing that it's hard to filter through all of that stuff.
Okay. Can I roll something to just do like a physical sweep looking for this guy?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go about it. So let's do a fitness plus security.
Yeah.
And difficulty 2.
Not a great number for me. I'll use a momentum
Okay.
to do it. Okay. 2
Okay,
successes.
So he's not on the deck that you're currently on.
Okay.
You do run across two crew members working on a EPS conduit in the corridor.
Okay. And I ask them if they've seen him.
Okay. They know the Ellesmere is a small ship, so they know who you're talking about, but they have not seen him.
Okay. Or try it again on another deck, or what should I do? I don't know what to do.
That's up to you. You can do that if you want. Just go to a different deck.
I feel like I shouldn't be doing this alone. Like I should tag in security or something if we're looking for somebody who I think is both a spy and possibly a murderer.
The doctor's just running around with
Yeah.
a hypo spray chasing somebody.
Right, yeah, like, I mean, sure, I'll catch him and maybe shoot him or whatever, but, like, shouldn't there be a
An adult.
heftier team? Yeah, an adultier adult.
I need an adult. And as you're figuring out what you want to do next,
Yeah.
actually a relay in main engineering explodes and takes out both the warp drive and the impulse engines.
Yeah, I just fixed that.
Effectively rendering the Ellesmere immobile again.
What was it that exploded?
The console that Ensign Telek was working at.
I knew
Son
it.
of a bitch.
That bastard.
Ugh.
Okay, so
what would you guys like to do?
I would like to tag in the security team and find this guy, because he's definitely guilty.
Okay, since we now... Teal has been relaying all this information to the Tempest this entire time. It's not like we're out of the loop. So I order Holden over to the Ellesmere to try to sniff out this rat.
Okay. So you did have 4 Actually, sorry, I forget. Did you send over 3 people or 4?
Yeah, just 3.
No, we
You
sent
sent
over
over
4
3,
because
okay.
we included
No,
the
no.
Oh,
nurse.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, because you sent the nurse. That's right. Okay.
Well, but she's a cat.
So Commander Meven lets you beam over 4 people. So sending over a 5th person breaks that agreement that you made with her initially.
Well, shit. Maddox to Goodspeed.
Go.
You're aware of the situation going on now, and
Boy, howdy.
we're unable to send you any reinforcements, so it's up to you, and I have complete faith
Oh,
in your
yeah.
abilities to get it done.
I have faith in my abilities, too. Let's get this guy.
It's all up to you, Goodspeed.
All right.
Hey.
And friends.
And Maddox quickly comes back on and says, "And Dr. Teal," and then cuts off again. Okay.
I want to contact Captain Lewis and have her put out a call that if anyone sees this
An
ensign,
APB.
please apprehend him. He should be considered armed and dangerous, and please call the central channel if you find him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I do. I do that.
Okay. So she, based on that order, locks down the transporter systems.
Good.
And puts out kind of an APB for all of the crew members to look for him.
And I go running, yelling down the corridor because I just spent so much time repairing all that crap, and now I'm angry.
Okay. And
Little
so-
bits of static electricity are buzzing off of Eel at the moment.
So a few minutes go by, and then you get a security alert that somebody has accessed the shuttle bay.
Oh, hell no.
Time for chess.
Yeah.
We're gonna play chess.
So this is you've received an alert, a security alert that tells you that somebody is trying to access the shuttle bay.
Okay.
We go to the shuttle bay.
I'm running to the shuttle bay.
So am I. All Tempest crew to the shuttle bay. All security from the Ellsworth to the Ellesmere to the shuttle bay.
Ah!
What was that?
So, as Holden, I'm going to put down my hand of bridge and be like, Captain, maybe we should consider if if the trader is able to get off the ship with the shuttle, taking the Tempest in and trying to capture him with the Tempest.
I fear as though that is exactly the play the Romulans want us to make. However, I am not opposed to destroying the shuttlecraft.
So, just tossing that out there. Ooh. So, also a pair of 2s. So,
Shit, I fold.
this is bridge.
Okay. So this is the way it's going to work. Telek has to override the security protocols in the shuttle bay to activate a shuttle. He has to do that 3 times. It's a reason plus security challenge, difficulty 2. He has to do it 3 times successfully in order to escape, to activate a shuttle and escape. I just rolled the first time, and he's succeeded 1 time, so he has to succeed 2 more times.
Do we know what shuttle he is attempting to commandeer?
Yeah, he's attempting to take one of the shuttle pods, so the same kind of shuttle craft as the Christopher Reddy was.
Okay. And how many people are in the shuttle bay at this time?
There should be 1 crewman on duty there.
Okay. Maddox to transporter room. Transport anybody from the Ellesmere's shuttle bay into our brig right now.
Ooh, that's smart.
Nice move, Captain.
Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do what? Beam those guys into the brig with alacrity, damn it!
So we're gonna make this an opposed task.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be control plus engineering.
All right.
And Holden's doing this, right?
I would have presumed so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an order for the Tempest, not the Ellesmere, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So so Holden can do it.
Control and engineering, you said?
Control and engineering, an opposed task.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna spend 5 threats.
Jeez.
Okay, well, let's spend as many momentum as we have left.
How many moments? We have 6 or 7?
Actually, sorry, I need to spend 6, I think, to do it.
Yeah, if
Right.
you're adding 3
Total
dice, you have to
5,
spend
yeah.
6.
Yeah.
One
so
for
it's
1, 3 for 2, and 5 for 6 for 3.
6 for 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
So
many-
I'm rolling 5 dice total.
And how many momentum do we have?
You have 5 at the moment.
And the Tempest is assisting, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
However, his shuttlecraft can also assist in his thing.
Why? He's not in the shuttlecraft yet, is he?
You don't know.
Okay. All right. So what is it for the Tempest then?
Tempest is going to be engineering and
Sensors?
sensors. Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to spend 3 momentum to get us 2 extra die.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 4. The ship is rolling 1, and then that guy is rolling 5. Correct?
He's rolling 5, and the shuttlecraft is rolling 1.
All right. Suck it.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh!
Oh, what a complication.
Whatever.
Okay.
We destroyed it.
Okay, and before you ask, I'd say threat for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Threat. It's gonna be threat that's a battle with the Romulans, but also like you just spent 6, so
Yeah, I did.
I'm okay with giving you back 2 or 1. So for now.
Okay.
Good job, Mr. Holden.
Okay, so you succeed.
I do Data's little like fist pump thing from.
Yeah.
True, but there's also an
Yes.
extra in the background who gives it away before you, and so that actually gives Brian an extra threat.
and then realizes that he usurped the action of the main character, and then goes, "Oh shit, I'm about to get fired." Okay, so you successfully beam both Telek and an unconscious Ellesmere crewman into the Tempest brig,
Oh, poor guy.
Good idea, Captain.
Yeah.
and
I give a 2-fingered salute to Holden.
and as a result, after that, the Romulan warbird decloaks.
Decloaks off the port bow.
This is where the Romulan warbird is now. So it's off the Ellesmere's starboard stern, 3/4, and it activates its tractor beam
Oh no.
and pulls the Ellesmere deeper into the neutral zone,
No.
out of transporter range. So you now have the spy, but you also have everybody else on the Ellesmere and the ship itself still stranded.
Captain,
Captain?
we gotta go get him.
Okay, suggestions?
We're going to get him.
Fair.
Suggestion is we go kick their ass.
Do we still have impulse? Do we still have impulse engines?
On the Ellesmere?
Yeah.
No,
Oh wait, doesn't the Ellesmere has shields now, right?
it does have shields still, yes.
Do they have other defense capabilities other than shields? Do they have phasers, photon torpedoes?
Yes, they have everything except engines.
Maddox to Ellesmere?
And
This is good
Commander
speed.
Lewis.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So Commander Lewis appears on screen, and
I thought it was helping.
she is properly freaked out now.
I'm assuming Lewis would already be trying to raise shields and shit, right? Like,
Well, they're already raised, right?
No, you didn't. You have power for them, or the Ellesmere has power for them, but they haven't raised them
I
yet.
see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the Romulan warbird decloaked, locked on its tractor beam, and started moving immediately. So what would you guys like to do?
so are we assuming at this point that the folks on the Ellesmere are incompetent and can't do anything without us telling them to do?
Yes.
I know, yeah.
Like you would think that their captain would be like raise shields.
Yeah, shields up, red alert, whole thing.
You can do that. I mean, good speed is there, so I will defer to whatever.
Is Goodspeed taking command of the Ellesmere?
Yeah. Why not? As per Regulation 191 of the Starfleet Code of Regulations, I am assuming command of this battle group, and due to the potentially compromised nature of the crew, I am placing TJ Goodspeed in temporary command of the USS Ellesmere.
All right.
Done.
Shields up.
Okay. So the Ellesmere shields go up.
Would that stop the tractor beam?
It does disrupt the tractor beam, so so both ships kind of stop. They're still outside of transporter range from the Tempest, but now they're kind of at a stalemate again.
But the Ellesmere does not have warp capability, is that correct?
It does not have warp or impulse capability at the moment.
They have no ability to move.
Correct.
All right.
Could they depressurize the shuttle bay?
Like so many times.
Captain Maddox, it appears to me that the Romulans have taken a hostile act. what would you think about popping over to our side and beaming us out?
Captain, we gotta get in there.
So at this point, Commander Meven hails the Tempest and Maddox.
Open a channel. I give Commander Meven the finger, and then I immediately close communications.
That's not a good idea.
And then I held Commander Meven again. I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. What's up?
She is green-faced with anger and livid at the moment.
I'm sorry, Commander. Have I made you angry?
Do I get no credit for saying green-faced? By the way?
Has it been shown that they actually have
Touche.
green blood?
Yes, Romulans have green blood.
Okay.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, she is super mad at the moment, apoplectic, and she says, Captain, this is an outrage.
Commander Meven, what have we done to offend you?
Are you going full troll on her?
First of all, your ship was the one to violate the neutral zone in the first place. We merely responded to your initial aggression, and don't give me any story about how it was a navigational error. I refuse to
Have we
believe it.
fired upon you?
We defended our territory and our sovereignty. However, and she takes a deep breath. She holds up her hand to say, just wait a moment. It says, I can be magnanimous, and I wish for peace between our people. So I will offer you an exchange. If you return our spy, our crewman, I will allow the Ellesmere to return to Federation space with its crew. And we can end this with a simple exchange and take both of our peoples away from the precipice that you have brought us to.
I would like to discuss with the captain for a second.
Commander Meven, I need to talk with my
too.
senior officers. If you'd please stand by.
I will give you 5 minutes to...
And then I cut the channel off. Okay, that is some shit. Am I right, Holden?
Right?
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of things wrong with that.
Yeah.
So-
Their spy put the Ellesmere, Ellesmere, into the neutral zone
Yeah.
in the first place.
Yeah, so-
It was not our act.
Good speed on a secure channel. I recommend that I've got weapons, you've got weapons. Let's light this guy up. If he really wants to fight, let's fight.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. This is the plan I'm just sort of hatching in my head. If you're all on board, I would like, as a show of good faith, quote-unquote good faith, to Commander Meven because she's been so gracious to us so far, I would like to drop the Tempest's shields as, again, a show of good faith, and at that exact moment, the Ellesmere will open up with everything that she has. And so, when the Romulans' attention is diverted from us to the Ellesmere, then the Tempest unleashes hell upon them. Eh?
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun.
Captain, the Ellesmere is an easy target for them right now with no main systems yet again.
I mean, it has all
because of the
systems
spy.
except for engines.
Um,
It has full
Oh,
shields
I
and
thought-
full weapons
Yeah,
and
she
everything.
has shields and weapons back.
oh,
It just can't move.
well.
But it's also a small ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to get blown up.
So
So there's that.
so just a note, like, she is the captain.
Commander Meven, the Romulan.
Yeah, Meven is like talking a big game, but she already acknowledged that it was a spy that we captured.
Yeah, she just admitted
So
a war crime, so...
Yeah, she just admitted that this was all of her doing. Like, this is not because the ship went into the neutral zone first. This was a coordinated
Yeah.
plan to steal a starship from the Federation.
Yeah.
So, like,
Right.
they are on the defensive, and we have the evidence that they are on the wrong side of this. So, like, I say we just go in and take our ship back.
Yeah, and I'm not worried at all about Starfleet's interpretation of our actions here, because I think anything we do at this point would be justified, even if we take an aggressive stance against the Romulans. But I am still concerned about the risk to us and to the already shorthanded crew of the Ellesmere. You know what I mean?
I think you confront her one last time, noting that, like, she's admitted that this was not them defending. First of all, it's also not their territory, it's the neutral zone. But
And also really close to our side?
yeah, like, be like, this is a situation. You're clearly at you're clearly at fault. We're gonna give you one last chance to leave, and we're getting our ship. And if they say no, then we just all open fire.
Really, my greatest concern is who else is out there.
Yeah. But she's also counting on that.
Okay, show of strength it is.
Let's do it.
And this is the last mission from the book, so if we all die, we can start anew. So,
It'll be a hilariously short podcast.
We can start with a new ship and a new crew.
New characters, brand new animals.
let's go with insects next time.
All right, open a channel to the Romulan warbird.
And she appears on screen again. Captain, I hope you have made the wise and...
Commander, how would you enjoy coming over to the Tempest for a quick tour and possibly to negotiate in good faith?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, tell her that over the
In
comm.
what world did you think I would ever agree to such a thing, Captain?
Well, truthfully, we didn't...
Captain, why don't I make this easier for you? Let's do some math. You have one Romulan on board your ship. On the Ellesmere is over 50 Starfleet officers, including your XO and your doctor. 50 for one. It seems more than a fair trade to me, Captain.
Commander Meven, let me enlighten you. In the Federation, the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many. Mr. Holden, fire.
All right. And I open fire at the same time.
I feel like this ended badly.
Are you really doing it?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
of course.
Okay, then, first of all, it's at long range, the Romulan warbird, but it's at close range for the Ellesmere. So tell me who is firing what?
I'm gonna lock phasers and fire.
Yeah, and we're firing torpedoes, so...
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the Tempest first.
Red alert, shields up.
Hooray, ship combat. This is always quick.
As a side thing, I was gonna say we should have transported over the unconscious crew member instead of the spy.
That's awful.
Just give up that crewman to a life as a Romulan prisoner of war. Yeah, okay. All right.
The greater good takes sacrifices, Brian.
All right.
I think we're unraveling.
So, Holden, we're going to say that you're at the tactical console.
clearly.
Doe is at the helm station, and the Tempest will go first. It can do 5 turns in its round, and then the Ellesmere can go, and it gets 3 turns in its round, and then the Romulan ship will respond.
All right. So I'm gonna fire torpedoes.
Okay.
That'll be the first thing we do.
That's security plus control, and then for the ship, it's weapons plus security.
Okay. How many momentum do we have?
2.
2.
Yeah, you spent a lot of them to beat him from escaping the shuttle bay.
Oh, that's true. So, all right.
Can I point out, please, that I did an awful lot of sleuth work for you guys to just blow shit up at the end?
That is an excellent point.
The sleuth work got the spy on board, so like we've captured a Romulan spy.
Yeah.
It's not nothing.
Yeah.
But you're now risking her life to keep it.
I know. Like, hey.
You knew what you were signing up for.
I love it.
All right.
I'm gonna leave the Federation and open Aurora Teal Detective Agency.
I'd watch that.
The little goodbye. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you wear a fedora and it's in black and white, I'm on board.
Yes.
So if you're firing torpedoes, it's long range, so I think it's difficulty 1 to start with.
Good, because I hit 3. 3 successes. So we gain 2 more momentum.
Yep. So roll the damage dice for the torpedo.
Fire.
Ooh, nice.
So that is 4, 5, and the Romulan ship has a certain amount of resistance.
Don't mess with the Tempest.
Also, the Ellsworth, or whatever.
The Ellesmere.
The Ellesmere. The only reason we're doing this is so I can name spaceships. The least you can do is get them right. Okay.
All right, who is Ellesmere? I actually don't know.
Ellesmere is it's a lot of things, but it's an island in the Arctic Circle.
Oh, that's lame. Okay.
Shut up! It's awesome.
Shut
It's an
up,
awesome name for a ship. Okay, so the warbird has a resistance of 3, so that is 5 minus 3, so you did 2 points of damage to its shields. Now the Tempest has 4 more actions to do. if it wants, or it can pass to the Ellesmere if you just want to go straight to the attacking with the
What we
Ellesmere.
can do is we can fire torpedoes, and then one action we can have Doe move us into phaser range, and then I can fire phasers.
Yes, you can move the ship, you can fire phasers.
Excellent. Okay. Ensign Doe, bring us into phaser range of the Romulan warbird with alacrity, please.
Okay, so that's going to be Helm. So yeah, somebody pull up Doe.
I got it.
Control plus con with the ship, con plus engines.
I'll do the ship.
Okay.
All right.
And what about momentum?
You have 4.
We have 4, but I don't know if it should be a low action. It's just moving, right? What's the difficulty?
I'm going to say difficulty 2.
Really? To move?
Yes, to move, because it's,
All right.
I think it's per zone. So if you want to move to where it's in medium range, then that's going to be difficulty 2.
Okay. What is Doe's con plus whatever? Right.
Doe's total is 15. Wow.
Yeah, he's actually a really awesome pilot.
Yeah.
Do you think we should spend a momentum now or no?
I'm willing to roll the dice without it.
Literally.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Nice. Nice.
Did you get it?
And we get a momentum, so we're up to 5 momentum now.
Okay, so you successfully move. You have now crossed into the neutral zone.
Warning.
And you are now in violation of treaty law.
So are the Romulans. Stuff it.
Yes.
Stuff it, Brian.
But they are now also in medium range.
All right. So we are going to fire phasers on them.
Okay.
So technically, like, Holden is not supposed to go again. I'm assuming we have another bridge officer or something that can do this.
Right now, Holden is both the engineer and the security officer. But at some point, we should separate those out and make a supporting character that is either one or the other. So do you want to make a supporting character right now? That's the security chief?
Can I just roll as Holden to take the extra shot, as opposed to just us taking 10 more minutes to make a new character?
No, I have a character that we can use as a baseline that I can pull.
Do you? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the baseline character?
Let's pull him up. Starfleet's security officer.
Puppy dog.
I've actually got 2.
I want giraffe.
Giraffe.
I mean, you want a security officer that can fit into tight spaces, like a leopard.
Ooh. I was going with a rhino.
Or panther.
I'm Rhino.
Lieutenant Panther.
Oh.
And nobody knows if it's actually just a lisp or if his name is actually Panther.
Okay, so here. So I've just shown and given you guys all control of a generic Starfleet
All right.
security officer.
Panther.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. Poor Brian. Like, we're gonna play this awesome thing and we name everything after dumb animals.
The thing is, we already made a cat character for today.
For today.
For this specific day, we made a cat character. This is cat character number 2.
Okay, so no, whatever. We'll come up with a name later. Right now, it's a generic Starfleet
Panther.
person.
Yeah, the name's Panther. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Nickname Panther.
Okay.
Okay, so you should have control of him or her. So if you want to fire phasers, go ahead and do that.
All right. We have 5 momentum at the moment.
Correct.
And what's the difficulty level?
2. Now, also remember that firing phasers requires a point of power.
Correct.
But right now you have full power.
I don't know. Should I use a momentum?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So 1 momentum going to Panther.
Okay. So that was 3 successes, so you get a point of momentum back. Now roll the weapons dice for the phasers.
Phaser array. Oh, snap.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10,
Panther.
11,
Badass.
I'm pretty sure Panther's going to be head of security from now on.
Wow.
All right. So that definitely causes a breach. So that
literally
is
left claw marks in the console where he pressed the fire button.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So, wait a minute. Hold on. What does versatile mean? It's one of the effects.
the attack gains X points of bonus momentum if successful. So you can basically spend momentum to inflict more damage if you want.
Oh yeah.
But you don't honestly need to. Like I think you do enough damage that its shields are gone. You also automatically cause a breach. So let's roll for which system that is. 3. So it's weapons.
Nice.
That's nice.
Good.
Panther's awesome.
Yeah, Panther.
Ooh, do we... I know we're still, like, pretty leaning towards Panther, but what about Jaguar?
Jaguar.
I kind of like Panther.
Okay, Panther's fine. I was just throwing it out.
Okay. All right.
Just throwing it out there.
Don't worry, we have so many more opportunities to name characters.
I don't want them all to be cats, though, is all I'm saying.
No, that's fair.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
There's an eel and a deer.
Yeah, there's an
And
eagle.
we're eventually gonna have eagle and beetle and
Eagle.
We gotta have dogs. Gotta have a
canine.
Okay,
terrier.
so just to cut through this fascinating discussion a little bit.
Oh, Brian is the most frustrated third grade teacher.
So you have caused one breach on the Warbird's weapons and taken out its shields. So that was action 3 of the Tempest. You have 2 more. You did use a point of power.
Captain, I suggest we restore power from the phaser shot.
Agreed, with alacrity, Commander.
So I think it's an engineering control difficulty 1. And then you could spend more momentum to restore more power if you
I mean, we only have...
if you had more power to restore it, but you only have the 1. So
You said engineering control?
engineering and control, yeah.
Alright, can Holden do that now? Just for the... I mean...
Holden, yes, Holden can, because the security officer did the firing.
Alright, what does the ship roll?
Engineering and
Okay.
computers.
And heart.
And by their powers combined. Okay.
Alright,
So you restore that 1 point of power, so Tempest is back to full power.
and we get 1 momentum.
That was action 4. You gain, so you're now up to 5 momentum. And was that was action 4 of the Tempest, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your last action for the Tempest now.
Yep. Captain, what do you suggest we do?
I think I'd like to exercise the play Create an Advantage, and I will suggest, what if we take our guest, the Romulan spy, and try to coax some defensive information out of him? If he could provide us with the Romulan shield modulations or anything to help take down their defenses.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a difficulty 2 task, command and presence.
As Maddox, right?
Yes.
Ah, hell.
No.
Okay, so you don't succeed at intimidating the Romulan spy in your brig at the moment, and he just stays stony and
Who
silent.
needs advantages anyway?
Alright,
Are you
let's
sure he
try.
wasn't the
okay.
unconscious one? Did we accidentally try the unconscious one?
If Ryan had rolled a complication, I would have said, "Oh, it turns out you were actually trying to intimidate the unconscious Ellesmere crewman." Okay, so that is the Tempest.
And you failed.
Yeah, Tempest's turn. It now goes to the Ellesmere, which I believe has 3 actions.
Good
its size.
show. All right. So, with my first action, I am going to fire phasers.
Phasers. Okay.
It's in medium. I'm in medium or short range, right?
Yeah, it's medium range, and the ship is actually in close range to you right now. So it's a difficulty 2 plus 1, so it's a difficulty 3.
Okay.
And it's going to be weapons and security for the ship,
Weapon.
and then control and security for yourself.
I'm going to use a momentum and give myself 3 rolls.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Fire.
Okay, so that's 1, and that's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So you succeed. So go ahead and roll damage for the phasers.
Okay.
So that is 4 damage total.
Had no shields.
The Warbird shields had been taken out by the Tempest, so that's automatically a breach. Let's go ahead and roll which system. 5. So that is the sensor system.
Okay.
Okay, and so that is the first of 3 actions from the Ellesmere. So the Ellesmere has 2 other actions.
Can I fire torpedoes?
You can fire torpedoes, yes.
Nice.
I would like to fire torpedoes.
Okay, so it's gonna be the same
Okay.
situation, but it's close. Yeah, it's close range. So it's actually gonna be difficulty 4 because of how close.
How
it
many
is.
momentum do we have left?
3 at the moment.
Okay, so
And
I'm
you can
going to
you
use...
can give me threats as well.
No thanks. I'm going to use 1 momentum.
Okay.
1 momentum to give myself 3 on myself. Okay, ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so this was for me.
2. Okay.
And I need 2 successes on the ship here.
Correct.
And I failed.
Not good enough. So
Zombie.
you fire the torpedo, but it comes close to hitting the warbird, but not close enough. It kind of
All right.
rings nearby, and then flies off into
Okay.
the distance. So the Ellesmere has one more action left.
Can I move myself somewhere? Or are my engines still dead?
Your
Okay.
engines are still dead.
Is there a way to fix the engines as an action?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, I think the answer is yes.
I will say yes, but I'm gonna make it difficult. So it's gonna be difficulty 4 to get, and you have to pick one or the other, warp or
Impulse.
Yeah, it has to be impulse actually. So go ahead and do difficulty 4. The ship can assist. It's gonna be for you control and engineering, and for the ship it's gonna be engines and engineering.
Okay. So that's 1 without spending momentum. That's 2 for me and 1 for the ship. So that won't make it, right?
Correct. You would have to spend at least 1 point of momentum to have any shot at all. Unless you have focuses, which would apply, and then...
I think he does.
Such as shipboard tactical
then
systems
that would improve your...
and starship design.
No, neither of those are going to fly.
Okay. Invention.
Nope.
Warp field dynamics.
No, sorry.
Habitability and aesthetics. I will make it nice.
Bajoran religion? Oh yeah, wouldn't technically... what about eel? Like, would eel be able to do anything?
An assist would be nice.
If you want to roll with eel instead of Goodspeed, then yes.
That's what I'm saying. If eel has a focus that would help, then like eel could be the one doing the rolling and use a focus.
I've got electroplasma systems, survival, hand weapons, guerrilla tactics, and Bajoran religion.
Yeah, so you can use eel to repair the system, but you have to roll for him entirely.
All right. Well, how many and what am I doing?
So difficulty 4. For yourself, it's control and engineering, and for the ship, it's engines and engineering.
I will roll the ship.
Does the electroplasma systems work for impulse engines?
Yes, I'll give you that because it's power.
So what would that do?
So it will double however many successes you roll. So if you roll 1 success, it counts as 2. You have 1 momentum to spend to buy 1 extra dice.
Yeah, you should buy an extra dice because if you get because of your doubling, it helps us out here.
So I'm rolling 3, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like go ahead and do it
Yeah.
because we could get a bunch of momentum back from it as well.
And Goodspeed will roll 1. Yeah.
And I just rolled for the ship and got a success.
Nice.
Booyah!
Okay. So you succeed, and you even get that point of success
twos and a
back.
0.
You restore the impulse engines, but you also roll a complication,
Woof.
which will mean
Give a threat. Give a threat.
Threat.
Threat. Okay. Point of threat. All right. So the warbird is going to target the Tempest.
Now, do breaches make it more difficult for that?
Depending on which system
Their weapons have a breach.
or breach. So their weapons do get breached. So I think it loses an action. So the warbird starts with 3, so it only has 2.
But it has 2 breaches.
It's not cumulative, but it does also lose 2 power. So it starts off with 8 power, and it loses 1 action per turn, or 1 turn per round is how the book phrases it. Okay. So it has two turns. It is going to select its weapons and the security, and it's going to spend a point of threat to roll an extra dice. It's going to fire its disruptors.
Oh, wow.
Good lord. Okay.
For those of you keeping score at home, that was 0, 0, double
Yeah.
0.
That's a lot of
Okay.
bagels there.
Fortunately,
It's like a continental breakfast up in here.
NPC ships don't get. Okay. So
Oh, Brian's so
the warbird
sad.
actually has.
I think the red 0 means with strawberry cream cheese.
So the warbird, just to lay it out ahead of time, has 3 types of weapons: disruptor banks, disruptor cannons, and plasma torpedoes. It just fired its strongest weapons, the disruptor cannons. So now it's going to fire its disruptor banks.
Ooh.
And that's gonna go a lot better.
That's gonna leave a mark.
The second attack using the disruptor banks succeeded, with 3 successes, which is what it needed.
That's good. So that was it. That was the second action.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad they didn't restore shields.
And that was the other weapons. So here we go. Gonna roll the damage on those. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points of damage to the Tempest.
-5. It has 5 resistance.
Okay, so 7. So 7 points off the shields. And it also still does cause a breach. So somebody roll a d6 to decide which system got breached.
Engines, it looks like.
So the Tempest took a breach on its engines.
All right. So we have 5 actions, correct?
Yes. What I'm questioning is whether, because you suffered a breach, or the Tempest did, so does that also minus the action?
Oh, yeah. It should, I think.
I think it does. Yeah, so you have 4 actions.
All right.
Until you repair that breach.
But if we repair it this turn, it does not give us an extra turn this turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Captain, I suggest we repair the breach, because we have 4 actions, so let's figure out what we want to do with all 4. We clearly want to fire back with a phaser, repair the engines,
Right.
Probably fix the shields.
I think the best thing to do right now is probably to press the advantage that we clearly have and try to put an end to this conflict with alacrity. So, ready the phasers, Mr. Holden.
All right, so I'm assuming... Oh, wait, where's Panther? I should roll for Panther.
Yes, Panther.
Yes, right, of course. Panther.
Hold on, what's Panther versus Holden for that? It is control plus security, correct?
To fire phasers?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we are medium range. What's the difficulty?
Phasers, right? So it's difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2, okay. So, okay, how about this? While we're here.
Yeah.
We can give Panther focuses, right? He has no focuses right now.
Yes.
Can we give him a focus in
Shooting things?
phaser targeting? Yeah.
Yes, you because the idea is that when you create a supporting character and then as they return, you gradually like fill them in. So if you want to give him a ship combat or ship-to-ship combat focus right now, I'll let you do that.
I'm gonna say let's just make him like weapon systems. Does that work?
Ship-based weapon systems or something like that.
So really, Panther is good at dogfighting.
Which is funny because he's a cat.
But I'm fine. All right, so he's got 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I'm not gonna. We only have 1 momentum, correct?
Correct.
So I'm not gonna do it now. Woof.
Okay, so yeah, your phasers missed. But that was first action or second action?
First action.
Okay.
All right.
So you have 3 more actions.
Okay, since the only weapons we have at our disposal for the remainder of our turn are torpedoes, which are long range, I order reverse engines on the stern. 1/2 impulse power. Back off, back off. Yeah, so we back up and put the Romulans in optimal torpedo range.
Okay, so that will be Doe, Con, and Control.
And Captain,
With
I'm gonna
ships, engines,
suggest
and
that we
control.
take ourselves just outside of the neutral zone. In that case.
Will we still be in torpedo range?
Yeah, we fired our first torpedoes from outside the neutral zone before we moved in.
Oh, okay. Agreed. Take us out of the neutral zone.
Okay, so somebody pull up Doe and do a Control plus Con with the ship doing a engines and Con.
I can do the ship. I don't have Doe up though.
I'll put Doe up.
What's the difficulty on this?
2.
And it's con and control? Is that right?
Yes.
Boom. Ship with 2 successes, or a critical success, I should say.
Okay.
And Doe with 2 successes.
So we get back. We get an extra. We get 2 momentum.
Correct. So you now have 3 momentum.
Awesome.
And the ship is now successfully, the Tempest, I should say, is successfully on the Federation side of the neutral zone. However, the Ellesmere and the Romulan warbird are both still inside the neutral zone.
Yep. And now we're gonna fire torpedoes.
Correct.
Okay. And it's now in long range, so that's difficulty 2.
All right. So difficulty 2. We're gonna take our shot.
Your torpedo shot?
Yep.
Yep.
Are you going to give up your shot?
Nope.
I am not throwing away my shot, Brian.
Do you want to be in the room where it happens?
The room where it happens? The room where it happens.
Weapons and security for the Tempest.
Right. Combat.
3 successes.
Nice.
So we gain an extra momentum. We have 4 momentum now, and we hit.
Okay.
Good shooting, Mr. Holden.
And I will do the damage for the torpedoes.
Go for it.
Nice.
successfully breach one of their systems.
And you did not target one specifically, correct?
No, correct.
Okay,
4 is
so
sensors.
4.
Oh no, structure.
So, yeah, actually, that's another breach on the structure.
Yes.
Which means the Warbird's resistance is dropped by 1.
All engineering tasks to repair systems is increased by 2. Ooh.
Yeah.
They are
Okay.
fucked up.
All right. So the Tempest, I believe, has 1 more action or 2 more actions.
1 more.
1 more action.
So, Captain, do we want to repair the shields or repair the breach to the engines?
Let's get the.
It's up to you.
Let's repair the engines.
Okay.
Damage control. Okay. Presence plus engineering task. Difficulty 1.
All right. Actually, I mean, Holden and Panther both went, so does this mean Maddox has to do it?
Yeah. Somebody other than them has to do it. Yeah.
Maddox, you got presence though, right?
Yes, I do have a very good presence score.
Presence plus engineering.
But my engineering is horrible, so this isn't going to be so good.
What's your total?
11.
I mean, mine's only 12 because I have really low presence, so it's not like Holden would be much better.
Yeah, my presence is 10, but my engineering is dick, and by that I mean 1.
Right.
And I'm on a different ship.
Yep.
Alright, so presence plus engineering, and what is the difficulty?
Yeah. So to repair Peach, it's presence plus engineering. Difficulty level depends, but I'm gonna make it a difficulty 1.
Okay, I'm spending a momentum, and here we go.
Booyah.
There we
Good
go.
work.
All right. So you get 2 momentum back. So you guys are up to 5 at the moment. All right. So you repaired that breach. Which system was it?
Engines. I did it.
You did it? Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So that is the end of the Tempest turn, right?
Right, but the Romulans are in bad shape, so I feel pretty good about us right
Yep.
now.
Plus, if the Ellesmere is able to get out of the neutral zone, I think we're in good shape.
Well, the Ellesmere is up. So what would the Ellesmere like to do with its 3 turns?
Lasers.
Lasers.
Phasers, I mean, not lasers. Also lasers.
So good speed.
Phasers and lasers. Phasers.
So, TJ,
Yeah?
I would note that like part of the reason that we did this plan was the idea that like you have three turns to or 3 actions, correct?
Right?
And it's going to take 2
I
actions.
can't use all of those actions to move out of the neutral zone, or can I?
It will take 2 actions to move out of the neutral
It will
zone.
take 2 actions to move out of the neutral zone, yes.
Okay, so I want to use 2 of those actions to get out of the neutral zone, but I want to shoot phasers.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure you knew that was a plan. Shoot some phasers, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How many momentum do I have?
You have 5 at the moment.
I have 5 momentum. This is great. I'm going to use one of those momentum on the starship itself. I'm going to use weapons and security to fire that one. Can I use one of my focuses, which is specifically shipboard tactical systems, to shoot stuff?
Yes.
Yes, you totally can use that.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm clicking focus used. So I've already used one momentum there. And then on my personal side, I'll have control and... Is it control and security?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use 1 momentum to get myself 3 task rolls there.
Okay.
Okay,
Can we
so...
also say that during all of this, you hand a bottle to one of the Ellesmere crew members and say, "Hold my beer"?
Exactly. So this is me personally. I have 2 successes as myself, and as the ship, I have 2 successes.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
So we're up to... So that was a difficulty 2, correct?
Difficulty 3 because it was close range.
Oh, that's
and
right, that's
optimal
right.
range
So I get
is,
1 momentum back.
Medium. So you get 1 point of momentum back.
So we got 4 total
Okay.
now.
You succeed at the attack, so roll damage dice.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's enough to cause a breach because the Warbird's shielded.
Yeah, you just needed
Yeah.
you needed 1 hit to fuck him up.
Yeah, you just needed a 1, really.
Yep, so I got 1,
like
2
Colton
Starfleet
in a
symbols
work.
of 2, so I took out their number 1s, which are what?
Engines.
Toilets?
Engines.
No one can poop.
Okay.
No, it's number 1, so you actually took out the ship's urinals.
Yes.
Okay, copy.
Good work.
All right, and now I'd like to. I thank you. I'd like to use the other 2 turns to move myself out of their neutral zone.
Okay, so the first one is going to be maneuvering around the Warbird.
Okay.
That is going to be control plus con for the person,
Okay.
assisted by the ship's engines and con.
Okay.
And difficulty 2.
Difficulty of 2. Okay. I'm gonna use.
Do you wanna-
I'm gonna use 1 momentum on the ship to get 2 rolls there. That gives me 1 success, 1 fail, and I'm gonna use no momentums on me, and that gives me 2 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
So you succeed. So the Ellesmere successfully maneuvers around.
Do we get a momentum
the
back?
damaged warbird? You do get a momentum back.
So we're still at 4.
So
right.
this is now the situation. The Ellesmere has successfully maneuvered around the Romulan warbird, and is now pointed towards the direction of the Federation side of the neutral zone.
Get us out of
I
here.
like it. Mr. Me,
And you,
take me out.
and you have 1 action left on the Ellesmere before
Okay,
the
that
warbird
action is
goes
going to
again.
be to GTFO.
Yeah.
I'm going to use 1 momentum on the ship. I'm going to use 1 momentum on myself.
If you say
Yeah.
that a bunch of warbirds suddenly decloak, I'm going to set this room on fire.
Oh,
I have
nice.
4
Okay.
successes.
All right. So the Ellesmere successfully makes its way out of the neutral zone and back safely into
Woo!
Federation space.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
And Goodspeed and Teal and the rest of the Ellesmere crew,
But mostly
are,
good speed.
There was much rejoicing.
are all now safe and sound. And meanwhile, Commander Lewis has been strongly wondering whether or not Commander Goodspeed is single or not, having watched all of this happen.
And I look at her and I go, I'm wondering too.
Okay, so with both ships successfully back on the right side of the neutral zone, you guys do a little bit more repairs and treatment of the Ellesmere and her crew. You take the ship back to the nearest starbase, which is Starbase 157, and where she starts to undergo more significant repairs, and everybody gets the medical treatment they need, whatnot. The Romulan spy gets turned over to Starfleet security and presumably is debriefed.
Except for his pants, which get turned over to one TJ Goodspeed.
Loves that Romulan pants
First
technology.
collection.
And the Starfleet Command hails you and praises you on a job well done for successfully recovering both the ship and her crew, as well as not letting the spy escape custody and preventing what it turns out their actual plan from succeeding, which his plan was to download the sensor data from the Ellesmere computer and all of the Starfleet's deployment status, right? So all of the intelligence about where ships were deployed along the neutral zone, he was trying to steal that data and take it back to the Romulan Empire. But he failed in that,
Yay!
and so that did not happen. Congratulations, everybody.
Yay!
I'm just gonna say we sort of destroyed that mission. Like, go us.
Thanks for joining us for part 3 of Border Disputes. Join us next time as we start our very first completely original mission, Incident at Ivex. As always, we want to give a great big thank you to our Patreon supporters for helping keep the Tempest flying. If you'd like to learn more about some of the perks for Patreon listeners, check out patreon.com/Starship Tempest. And you can also find us at all the usual social media watering holes like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the rest, all under the handle Starship Tempest. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a review for Tempest on your podcast app of choice. It really helps us get the word out to the rest of the galaxy. Until next time, we'll see you out there.